morning of September 11th, I got up to come to work and I walked over to the TV and turned it on. And the Twin Towers was on there and they were burning. The one was really flaming up. I thought, oh my gosh, that's terrible.
And I woke up with the Twin Towers on, and it was right after the first plane had hit before the second one had hit, and thought, well, what show is this? I haven't seen this one. And then to look at the TV and really realize that it said live. So it was happening at that time.
They just showed this smoke coming out, and then I noticed this other plane coming in and hitting the tower. I'm going, wait a minute, this doesn't connect. They just said a small plane hit, and then while it's burning, another plane's hitting a tower. It was actually what I was seeing live was the other plane hitting the tower, and after that I was just, we're kind of glued to the TV listening to what was going on.
It wasn't too long after that I think we all realized the magnitude of it and that it was a terrorist attack.
Brian, my husband, had gone to go get his wisdom teeth pulled. And with him being in the military, I automatically was getting kind of antsy. Called him with a mouthful of cotton and told him, there's terrorist attacks. And he was like, I'm home, I'm on my way home.
I got in my car and I started driving to work. And I heard on the radio that one of the towers had come down. It was even harder to believe. And we had a television there at work, and everyone's watching. We watched the second tower come down.
We went to school, and all we did at school was watch the news and watch everything that was happening. And it was really an emotional time for me.
So I spent my day going from room to room, different TVs, so that the kids couldn't see. I would put Channel 11, so they'd be sitting watching Sesame Street in one room while I was in the other room just glued to the TV, and if they came in I'd have to turn that one to Channel 11, then I'd go into the other room. And
my uncle had passed on, and it was the day of his funeral. So we were on the reservation. There was no way of knowing what actually happened, so we didn't know if the Twin Towers had gotten bombed. We didn't even know if they fell.
I got laid off the day before September 11th. So the next day on September 11th, when I was supposed to go look for a job, and I knew that day, no one was going to hire.
1 year to that date, I'd been up in the towers, so it brought back a lot of memories of that experience of being there, but also knowing the next time I would go to New York, it would change my whole life, and that day did change my life forever.
I can't believe that people would do that they would murder so many people.
What could be happening to this country of ours? How could someone do this? How could someone die just to kill all these people to make a point?